Most people have a healthy relationship with gravity. They respect it. They work with it. They don't actively challenge it to a fight. Jackie Chan is not most people. This is a man who has broken his nose 4 times, his ankle twice, most of his fingers, and once got a piece of his skull lodged in his brain. And here's the kicker. He did it all on purpose. For fun. For money. For art, apparently. Today we're talking about Jackie Chan, the man who looked at Hollywood's rulebook for action heroes, used it as a prop in a fight scene, and then accidentally set it on fire while doing a backflip through a window. Naturally, he filmed the whole thing. Let's start at the beginning. Jackie Chan was born Chan Kong Sung in 1954, which sounds way cooler than Jackie, but apparently Hollywood wasn't ready for authentic Chinese names in the 1980s. Baby steps, people. At age 7, his parents shipped him off to the China Drama Academy, which sounds like a nice performing arts school but was actually more like Hogwarts for future stunt people. The Peking Opera School was run by Master Yu Jim Yuan, a man who believed the best way to teach children acrobatics was through a combination of rigorous training and what modern society would call concerning disciplinary methods. Here's the thing though, it worked. Jackie learned martial arts, acrobatics, singing, and most importantly, how to fall down without dying. This last skill would prove surprisingly useful. By the 1970s, Jackie was working as a stunt double in Hong Kong cinema, including for the legendary Bruce Lee. And here's where most people get the story wrong. Jackie Chan didn't try to be the next Bruce Lee. He tried, failed spectacularly, and then had the brilliant realization that maybe being serious and intimidating wasn't his strong suit. His early attempts at straight action were about as successful as a chocolate teapot. Turns out, when you're 5 feet 8 inches with a baby face and natural comedic timing, trying to be a stone-cold badass doesn't really land. But wait, here's where Jackie's genius kicked in. Instead of fighting his natural personality, he decided to lean into it. What if an action hero could be clumsy? What if they got confused? What if they used a folding chair as a weapon, not because it was badass, but because it was the only thing available and they were kind of panicking? The breakthrough came in 1978 with Snake in the Eagle's Shadow, directed by Yuan Wuping. This was Jackie's first major box office success, and the moment he broke free from the Bruce Lee shadow. For the first time, audiences saw martial arts mixed with genuine slapstick comedy. Jackie wasn't just fighting, he was pratfalling, improvising, and making kung fu funny. But if Snake in the Eagle's Shadow was the breakthrough, Drunken Master was the explosion. Released just months later, it made 2.5 times more money and introduced the world to Jackie's signature drunken boxing style. Picture this, a martial arts technique that required you to fight like you were hammered, but with the precision of a Swiss watchmaker. Only Jackie Chan could make stumbling around look like high art. This was revolutionary thinking. Hollywood had spent decades perfecting the art of making action heroes look invincible. Jackie Chan showed up and said, what if they were kind of a mess instead? And then came Police Story in 1985, a movie that should have been called Jackie Chan Commits Insurance Fraud, the movie. The centerpiece of this film is a fight scene in a shopping mall that defies not just the laws of physics, but also common sense, workplace safety regulations, and probably several international treaties about the treatment of stunt performers. During the filming of this sequence, Jackie dislocated his pelvis, injured his spine, and burned his hands. The mall fight alone put him in the hospital. Most people would call this a workplace accident. Jackie called it Tuesday. But here's why this matters beyond the obvious man gets hurt for our entertainment angle. Jackie wasn't just doing dangerous stunts, he was revolutionizing how action sequences worked. Traditional action heroes had weapons. Jackie had whatever was lying around. A ladder became a weapon, an umbrella became a shield. The man turned everyday objects into instruments of slapstick violence, like some sort of violent Marie Kondo. And here's the really insane part. He choreographed all of this himself. While other action stars were learning their marks and hitting their cues, Jackie was essentially creating full-scale Rube Goldberg machines out of human bodies and furniture. Each fight scene required dozens of takes, not because Jackie couldn't get it right, but because he kept thinking of ways to make it more elaborate. What if I slide down this banister? What if I swing from this chandelier? What if I use this fish as a weapon? The physical cost was mounting. By the end of the 1980s, Jackie had accumulated more injuries than a professional hockey team. But here's the thing that made him different from every other action star. He showed you the failures. The blooper reels at the end of Jackie Chan movies weren't just funny outtakes. They were evidence. Proof that yes, this lunatic actually did jump off that building. Yes, he really did get hit by that car. Yes, that's his actual head bouncing off concrete. This was unprecedented. Action heroes were supposed to be perfect. Jackie Chan made being imperfect look cool. The turning point came in 1995 with Rumble in the Bronx. Now, this movie was peak Jackie Chan absurdity. It was set in New York but filmed in Vancouver because apparently no one thought American audiences would notice that the Bronx looked suspiciously Canadian. The geography was wrong, the accents were questionable, and Jackie's English was still charmingly broken. But here's what worked. For the first time, American audiences got to see Jackie Chan being Jackie Chan. No Hollywood interference trying to turn him into a generic action star. Just pure, unfiltered Jackie doing what he did best. Turning grocery stores into battlegrounds and making a hovercraft chase scene somehow makes sense. The movie made $76 million worldwide, and more importantly, it made Jackie Chan a recognizable name in North America. Suddenly, video stores had entire Jackie Chan sections, and people were discovering his Hong Kong films through bootleg VHS tapes. This set the stage for his real Hollywood breakthrough. Enter Rush Hour in 1998. Now, pairing Jackie with Chris Tucker should have been a disaster. You've got a Hong Kong action star who speaks limited English teamed with an American comedian who speaks very loud English. But here's where Jackie's genius for adaptation kicked in. Instead of trying to hide the language barrier, they made it part of the comedy. Instead of pretending he was just another American action hero, they leaned into the fact that he was specifically Jackie Chan. The movie made $244 million worldwide, which in Hollywood math translates to make 5 more of these immediately. Suddenly, Jackie Chan was everywhere. Shanghai Noon, Shanghai Nights, The Tuxedo, Around the World in 80 Days. Some were good, some were, well, they existed. But all of them understood something that those earlier films didn't. Jackie Chan wasn't trying to be an American action star. He was bringing something completely different to American audiences. He became a cultural ambassador, introducing Western audiences to Hong Kong cinema, Chinese culture, and the radical concept that action heroes could be funny without being incompetent. And yes, he was still getting hurt. The man was in his 40s and 50s and still doing his own stunts because apparently the concept of acting your age was just another rule that didn't apply to Jackie Chan. In 2016, Jackie finally received an honorary Academy Award, which was Hollywood's way of saying, "Sorry, it took us 40 years to figure out you were doing something special." But here's his real legacy. Jackie Chan didn't just break bones, he broke the mold of what action heroes could be. In an era of invincible tough guys, he showed that being vulnerable, funny, and willing to fail spectacularly could be just as heroic, and maybe more entertaining. So the next time you watch an action movie where the hero uses their environment creatively, shows the consequences of violence, or makes you laugh while kicking ass, remember, you're watching the legacy of a guy who decided that the best way to be an action hero was to be really, really good at getting hurt. Now, let me know what your favorite Jackie Chan movie is in the comments below, and thanks for watching.